Hello. Recently, I came across an interesting math problem making rounds on WhatsApp, and the answer is based on trial and error. I thought it would be fun to solve it with what if analysis. Let's get started. Here is the question. From a what if analysis perspective, let us break down the question. The objective is to spend 100 rupees. The condition is that we have to buy exactly 100 animals. That is a constraint. Not just that, we also got to buy at least one of each of these animals, which also is a constraint. Now, let's dive into Excel. First things first, the solver function needs to be enabled in Excel if not already done. Click on the File menu, move to Options item, in the dialog box that pops up, there is this add-ins section. Now that you see Solver listed as an add-in feature, not activated though. Just click on the Go button here and a small pop-up window appears. Check the box that says Solver add-in and click OK. Now, how do I know it is added? Open the Data tab and on the top right corner, you should see the Solver button added to the Excel ribbon. Based on the question, first let us develop the data table. Columns that need to be added to the table are product, if that's okay to call the animals so, unit price, quantity, and the total price. Now, let us fill in the product details. Horse for a rupee, elephant for 5 rupees, and lastly 4 camels for a rupee, that is 1 camel for quarter of a rupee, 25 paisa. Man, gone are the days you could buy something for 25 paisa. Well, in a world where elephant is only 5 rupees, anything is possible. Now, let us fill in the essential formula to be able to apply the what if analysis. First, let us take a number as quantity, say 10 for each of these animals. Remember, this is the number that we need to find as answer. Now the price would be a product of unit price into quantity. Drag the cell formula downward and we get the same applied for the next two items as well. Then let us add a row for the grand total using sum function on quantity as well as the price. You know this is required. Alright, now that we have all the essential details ready for some analytics, let us bring in the solver. Mr. Solver. The first input in the solver window is the objective. That is the grand total price in this cell. Remember, it must have a formula that involves all the dependent variables that can be changed to get the answer. So this formula includes the quantity column as well. And the target value is 100. Next, how do we get to the grand total of 100 rupees? By buying varying quantity of each item. That is, changing the individual quantity values of these three rows. Now, let us specify that in the solver window, that these three values can change. Now, let us apply the conditions, that is, limitations or constraints within which the problem needs to be solved. First, the total quantity has to be 100. So, click on the Add button. Pick the cell and define its value equal to 100. Since we got to buy at least one of each of these animals, let us specify the constraint of quantity greater than or equal to 1 for each one of these animals. Click on Add button again, pick that particular cell and specify the condition greater than or equal to 1. Let's repeat it for the other two items as well by clicking the Add button and filling in the details. Otherwise, what is the whole point? You could just buy 100 horses for ₹1 each and say problem is solved. But that's not the challenge. Now that we have all the essential constraints in place, another important constraint that needs to be applied is that quantity has to be an integer, isn't it? What do you think about the idea of buying half an elephant or a quarter of a horse? Anyway, let us first solve with these basic input and see what result turns up. Click solve. And is that an acceptable answer? Animals in fractions? Probably not. So let us cancel this result and go ahead and apply the other constraint by clicking on the Add button. Quantity must be an integer. And we have to repeat for all the 3 cells by clicking the Add button and specifying the condition. Once we have done that, now we can go ahead and solve it. There it is, a much more reasonable answer. Please note that there are multiple answers possible for this problem. Here is a challenge for you guys. What if, you see I said that, what if the number of camels must be greater than the number of horses? What would be the constraint that needs to be applied? Can you try it out and share your answer in the comments below? Hope you learned something new and exciting today. As always, thanks very much for learning. Take care and stay safe.